Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. This is Sexology. Water, fire, hot, cold, yin, yang. We're back. Woo. Breathing in that good ass prana. We're out here. We're in nature. Now, I've received so many messages just from yesterday's video about indigos, old souls. 10 reasons why old souls have such a hard time finding love. Like a lot of people always write to me saying, Ralph, I'm an old soul and I still can't find love. Apart from the birds. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So let's dive into it. I'm going to share with you what's helped me along my journey. You see, a lot of people are here on planet Earth and they are fully awake and aware of who they are. And that makes dating, being in a relationship, very difficult. Why? Let's go into the first reason. Many old souls don't have time for shallow talk. Oh, did you see the game? Yeah, I saw the game. But did you see the... Kind of stops there. Old souls need to be stimulated. Okay, and that's what I've seen along my journey. I love talking. I'm a Pisces. I'm naturally a communicator, but I need deep conversations. You see, old souls, they're not just stimulated physically. They need to be stimulated mentally and emotionally. Slow motion this side. And that's how it's been for me along my journey. I've always realized that I need deep conversations. You see, old souls have no time for meaningless conversations and forced interactions. So many old souls who are aware that they're here to raise the frequency of the planet, they go through that dating stage. I did. And I was awake in my teen years, okay? And we would be going out and there wouldn't be much to talk about, especially when we're eating. And I'm like, question mark, right? Then I met someone who I could really dive deep with and everything changed, because they're not gonna mind if you start talking about space for a second. They'll be, oh, cool, right? You can talk about anything and everything without feeling weird, okay? So that's the solution. Find someone that can tolerate your cool topics that you think of. What's the second reason old souls, why they have such a hard time finding love? Many old souls are what I call men of purpose, women of purpose. I've spoken about this before in the water relationship. You see, ladies, if you are dating a guy and he's quite young, he hasn't really fulfilled his mission, even if he is in a relationship with you, if he is an old soul, he won't be 100% content, because he knows he came here to do work. He came here to do something, in essence, to fulfill a mission. Same thing, guys, if you are in a relationship with a woman who hasn't accomplished her mission or is not in that process, it's going to be hard. Okay, and that's why a lot of old souls have this difficulty, because they are what we call mission orientated. They know their purpose. They've always known it since they were young. They know what they're here to do on the planet. That's why many times they get so lost in what they're doing, right? Happened to me along my journey. I've pretty much fulfilled the mission I came here to do. Right now, it's just the after party, right? I've been inspiring millions for years, infinitely abundant forever. Now we're just having fun. So, but there was a time when I was in my teen years, I was in a relationship. I didn't have time for that person because I still realized I had to come into nature and find the cat down the road. Now, until you do that, it's going to be hard, right? So a lot of people, old souls who know they've had previous incarnations on planet Earth, they know that they got work to do. And it's going to be fun work. But you see, many times the modern day relationships can become distractions. Now, the solution I found is that you want a partnership. You want someone to support you in your mission. Slow motion this side. Support you in your mission, not distract you from your mission. If you are around someone who's like, why don't you spend enough time with me? Yeah, that's why old souls have such a hard time finding love, right? Because people don't get it. You would need to find another old soul who is really having that same understanding and understanding and overstanding as you, to say, okay, I get it. You're here to fulfill a mission and I'm going to support you 100% and you're going to do the same to me. Now, what's the third reason? 7-day vegan challenge, a lot of old souls. Now, not in all cases, but what I've found out along my journey is that many old souls are either vegetarian, vegan, or raw foodists. Not all, right? Because I used to be a meat eater and no problem. It's a whole process. But many old souls have a deep connection with animals, right? They really see animals as being worthy to live. I know it's hard to even comprehend that, right? Not if you're an old soul. No, it shouldn't be hard. Because you look at your dog and say, oh my gosh, that's such a cute dog. Yeah, and you're going to see a cow and think the same thing. And then a pig. Many old souls realize that it's about karma-free living. Okay, because if you take a life against this will, karma comes, right? And that's what I realized along my journey. I had to make the choice to say, okay, I get it. And that's why a lot of old souls have a hard time finding love, because they're around people who just don't care. Pass me this, pass me that. And they don't really care about animals. They'll just eat it if it tastes good. And many old souls are into the plant-based lifestyle, and they're into really seeing how everything is connected. And that takes a very evolved mind to see that, okay, what we're doing to animals, we're also doing to ourselves. You see, once you change your diet, eating plant-based foods with live enzymes, gonna sit on the toilet, real smooth, right? When you change your diet, your relationship changes. The people you meet changes, and your attraction towards them also changes. Slow motion this side. I was in a relationship when I was still eating meat over 12 years ago with another meat eater. And then I was in that process of transitioning to become a vegan, and the relationship, it just wasn't working, right? Because I knew I wanted to meet another being that cared about animals the way I did, who really wanted to live that healthy, organic life. And so the relationship ended. Don't worry, I found another beautiful being, okay, who was a vegan. So that's why, but there are solutions. What's the fourth reason why old souls have such a hard time finding love? Many old souls absorb other people's energies because they pick up other people's energies. In essence, they are what we call intuitive empaths. We'll come to that later. So, many old souls walk into a room, they pick up energy instantly. They can feel people's vibrations, what they've been eating. How did you know? Because I'm an old soul. Oh, I get it. They pick up energy, okay? And that means old souls have a high degree of intuition. Now, this can be very beneficial. At the same time, it can also prevent them from really exploring relationships, right? Many times I've been wrong with my intuition. Sometimes I say, okay, a woman is like this. I'm with her for a little bit longer and then I'm wrong, right? Or maybe I'm not wrong. She just reveals another side to herself. See, many old souls have a natural intuition, a natural clairsentience, which is clear feeling, right? And therefore, if they are around someone, they pick up their aura, their vibes instantly. And then they're like, I can't, sorry. Okay? Not in all cases. So what's helped me along my journey is to really not be so quick to judge. Because sometimes my intuition might need to be checked also. But many old souls have that gut intuition that something feels off. And you have to honor that too. Okay, it's not an entirely bad thing. But once an old soul meets that compatible, what I call the complement of themselves, well, they're celebrating, right? The fifth reason, if you are an old soul, you find yourself an indigo, right? We are all old souls. A lot of us have just forgotten, right? Many old souls, though, have come back with memories, which make them incredibly hard to forget, right? Who they are. They know who they are. So the fifth reason is many old souls don't want to settle for anything. Settling is not an option. Like, I used to settle in my early days, say, okay, at least I'm in a relationship. No, old souls would rather be single and happy than in a relationship and miserable. Slow motion this side. You see, many old souls have been in so many relationships that they remember from previous incarnations that right now they're only going for the best. That's a twin flame relationship or a soulmate relationship. Oftentimes it's a soulmate relationship because that's easier than the twin flame. Did a whole video on twin flames, right? So that's what I saw along my journey. I didn't want to just settle. Because if you're just settling in a relationship, that's why you keep writing to me about your relationship. I keep arguing, Ralph, right? That's why. It's the Coca-Cola relationship. Old souls only want the water relationship. They only want a relationship that's going to take them higher physically, mentally, and emotionally. The sixth reason why many old souls have such a hard time finding love is that they have standards, big standards, high standards. They got the kind of standards which you'll be like, oh my gosh, checklist kind of standards. Like, okay, they gotta be a vegan. They gotta talk to me about this. Yeah, old souls are kind of picky. And I started to realize, okay, maybe I'm too picky. Are you too picky right now? Do you have a massive checklist? That's why you're single, right? I realized when I was single, I had a massive checklist. And sometimes that served me, sometimes it didn't. Because I realized you got to give people a chance. Everybody is evolving. But you see, many old souls have standards because they are always working on themselves. It doesn't mean they're perfect. In fact, most of the times they make an ass of themselves. That's another story. But they have standards. They don't just want to be with anyone for the sake of being with anyone. You see, the problem with modern day relationships is that people are with people for the sake of being with them, not because they're happy, just because they don't want to be alone. Old souls don't mind that. In fact, they can entertain themselves perfectly fine. But obviously, they know they're going to be even happier meeting their reflection. But they got standards. And you have to fit into that criteria. Otherwise, sorry, you're not going home with me tonight. Oh, don't worry about it. Get inside. Look, what's number 7? Many old souls, another reason why it's hard for them to find love. Love is everywhere. In fact, old souls have an abundance of love. Why? Because many old souls They are working in the health field. They are the healers of the planet. They're helping other people become their greatest versions. They're therapists, they're physiotherapists, they are trainers, motivational speakers. Okay, they know what game is being played on planet Earth. They are here in essence to raise the frequency. Many of them have a memory. They also have a choice to make. Okay, now when this is transcribed to relationships, what happens is that many old souls meet people who they're counseling, who are sometimes very needy, and it's hard to just find normal love. Like, can't we just be normal love? Because you're always in the process of helping people. You're always on Instagram posting these quotes and showing these pictures that people are just coming to you asking questions. I get over 1,000 questions every single day, and then it's hard to meet people, right? So the hack I found many years ago is that, you see, if you are an old soul, which you probably are if you're watching any of these videos, is that you have to sometimes chill out. That's what helped me along my journey. I obviously don't take myself seriously, and that's why I create so much abundance. When you can just say, okay, I don't have to be a saint. I don't have to save the world. You didn't come here just to save the world. You came here to experience your highest potential. Slow motion this side. And I had to prioritize love. Prioritize love. Say it again, Ralph. Prioritize love. Yes, your mission is important. Yes, I know it gives you that sense like you're doing something because you know what you came here to do. But at the same time, you got to prioritize love. And that's what I'm doing every single day now. Like, I'm already inspiring millions. Now it's time. It's just time to be intimate on a whole nother level, right? But if you are an old soul, instead of just helping other people all the time, get other people to give you something back, because you're always doing this work, right? You are worthy of receiving the same love that you put out. Like, I get tons of love every single day. I get messages, gifts in the post, right? The love is real, baby. Okay, you got to be open to receive. If you are an old soul and a Pisces as well, you got to be open to receive. A Pisces, for the record, is the kind of person that will hurt themselves, maybe twist their ankle, and then ask you, "Are you okay?" So you got to be open to receive love, because many old souls just give constantly, and they have to create that space to receive, and then you will meet your natural reflection, right? Number 8 is that the 8th reason why old souls have such a hard time finding love. We can't pretend. I can't pretend even if I tried to pretend. Like, we have an authentic level, like, whoa, crazy. Meaning that old souls aren't into petty games, tit for tat, small relationship quibbles. Ain't nobody got time for that, especially not an old soul, right? And because old souls don't play into the whole games, like a lot of women write to me, should I text him back? He just texts me. Okay, look, old souls don't have time for those games. And they can't pretend. What you see is what you get. And that's why when it comes to love, when it comes to dating, being in a relationship, many old souls have difficulty and find it hard because not everyone will accept who they are 100%. You see, many people are in relationships because they were pretending in the beginning. Pretending, I mean, on a subconscious level, you said, okay, I'm going on a date tonight. Now I need to wear my best makeup, ladies. And guys, you said I have to really impress them to show how much money I have and how many cars I've got. You weren't being your true authentic self. Now, you get into the relationship, you're both living together. Maybe you didn't even get that far. No, you're just going out, right? And then the cracks start to happen. Because now the layers start to peel off. You can only pretend for so long until the truth is revealed. Slow motion this side. Let me repeat that. You can only pretend for so long until the truth is revealed. So because old souls are truly authentic, the solution here is you need to find someone who honors your authenticity. Like, I just talk and I create abundance. I meet amazing people every single day, just being myself. And that's the gift to learn when you realize you don't have to impress people, ladies, by putting so much makeup, guys, by trying to say, oh, look how big my muscles are. No, someone out there is going to love you for you. Ladies without the makeup, guys without having big muscles. And that is the true, authentic relationship. That is the true, authentic connection. Now, what's the 9th reason why old souls have such a hard time finding love? You won't find them in the nightclub every single week, right? Dancing and getting high. You won't find them there because many old souls have got better stuff to do. Like, Ralph? Well, woo, breathing that good ass prana, baby. Now check this out. I used to go to the nightclub growing up pretty much every week. And I would go and I would always feel disappointed because I was like, I'm going to meet the woman of my dreams. And I only met a security guard, a bouncer, saying, get out, where's your ID? It was terrible. Now, when I did get into the club, I just realized, like, this felt like a very inorganic way to meet people. And a lot of old souls, because they're not always in the nightclub, it's hard to meet people because they're not always going out, they're not always socializing. In fact, many old souls are very, very wary of human beings because they're crazy. Run. So what I found the solution is that I love to go out. I love to socialize. Go to festivals, right? Go to retreats. We're going to have a massive Infinite Waters retreat real soon because we got so many people on this channel, right? It's only natural we're going to have that. So this is where you start meeting like minds, but on another level. What helped me was just to put out a message. I challenge you today to make a video sharing your story. If you are an old soul or just a being who isn't finding love at the moment, and someone is going to fall in love with you, your energy, and they're going to message you and say, yeah, you're amazing. Let's get married. And you're like, no, not so soon, but let's go out first, right? Okay. You find your reflection by shining your light. You find your reflection by shining your light. So I started to realize just by me sharing, I started to meet amazing people. If you don't share anything, how are people going to find you? If you don't say something, your echo will never be heard. Okay? Whatever you say, like the great Marcus Aurelius said, whatever we do now echoes on into eternity. And that's how to find the true love. Start moving more into your purpose. You find the one you love doing what you love. Slow motion this side. And what else? Let's talk about number 10. Many old souls crave intimacy, not the kind of just sexual touching people do, and no, deep intimacy on the highest levels, not just the physical, but mental stimulation and emotional stimulation. Like an old soul, a true old soul is always looking beneath the surface. That's why if you meet a lady who's an old soul, guys, you can flex your muscles as big as you want. She doesn't care. You can impress her and say, look how much money I have. She doesn't care. Because old souls are always seeing beyond the veil. They're always feeling the energy as opposed to just looking at the body. Yes, the body helps. It's great to have a sexy body, but that's not enough. It's never going to be enough. You need something more, right? So a lot of old souls have a hard time finding love because, see, a lot of the love in modern culture is superficial. We say, okay, I live in this big mansion, this. You see, old souls, they need to be heard. Let me repeat that. Old souls, more than anything, need to be heard. And that's why they have such a hard time finding love, because nobody really gets them. When they do meet someone who gets them, it's either a twin flame or a soulmate. So that's the thing, like old souls get nobody, or they get a soulmate or a twin flame. It sucks, right? No, it doesn't. It's amazing. Who doesn't want that? Can I get a hello? And a bonus too is that, you see, many old souls are also still working on themselves. Every single day, they've also got a lot of unresolved issues. They carry a lot of baggage. And that means that they have to still work on themselves. Many old souls don't just want to give you a shabby version of themselves. They want to give you the greatest version of themselves, right? So you got to allow that. And also, many old souls realize that timing is everything. It will all happen at the right time. Where many people rush to get married, old souls know that whatever is meant to be will be, because everything happens for a reason and it was written in the stars. Now, the problem here, old souls, is that you don't want to just rest on your laurels and get complacent. You also want to say, okay, I got to also be a part of this beautiful magic taking place, right? You don't want to be too passive. You also want to be active. And that's how you find your true love. And then you just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Have a beautiful day. We're just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Have a beautiful day. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. You